How can you make bean soup? See, when Americans talk about preparing food, usually we say, I made breakfast, or I made dinner, or I made a meal. You can also say I cooked a meal, but usually we say make. Cool. Everybody say recipe. Yeah, a recipe is a plan for preparing food. Today we're going to learn some vocabulary. Here are the ingredients. Everybody say ingredients. Right. Everybody say beans, onion, garlic, celery, carrots, vegetable stock. Vegetable stock. Let's learn about some nouns. Food is kind of tricky. Now, beans are countable. 1 bean, 2 bean, 3 bean. No problem. There are many beans. Many beans. How about garlic? Can I say 1 garlic, 2 garlic, 3 garlic? No. Garlic is non-countable. So everybody say, I have some garlic. Right. I have much garlic. This is 1 head of garlic. I will not use 1 head of garlic. It's too much garlic. Instead, I will use, 1, 2, 3, 4 cloves of garlic. I know in some languages you call this a tooth of garlic. I actually like that word better, but Americans, what we say is clove of garlic. The whole thing is a head of garlic, like head, and these are cloves. Onion is countable. 1 onion, 2 onion, 3 onions, no problem, right? I have 1/2 of an onion. Carrots, what do you think? 1 carrot, 2 carrot, 3 carrots? Carrots are countable. So I have 1, 2, 3 carrots. All right, everybody say celery. What do you think? 1 celery, 2 celery, 3 celery? No, English is crazy. This is non-countable. Everybody say, I have much celery. Yeah. 1 bunch of celery. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 stalks of celery. Stalks of celery. By the way, stalk kind of sounds like this word here. Stock. Vegetable stock. Actually, it's kind of pronounced the same way, spelled differently, right? Can I have 1 vegetable stock, 2 vegetable stock, 3? No. Anything that's liquid is non-countable. So I have much vegetable stock. 32 ounces of vegetable stock. What is vegetable stock? S-T-O-C-K. Vegetable stock is water that has the flavor of vegetables. You might see other kinds of stock in the grocery store. Chicken stock, beef stock. It is water that is flavored with vegetables. You might also see in the grocery store broth. That's another word. What is the difference between stock and broth? Well, they're basically the same thing. It's flavored water. Stock is stronger. Broth is weaker. I like to use stock. These are our ingredients. 3 stalks of celery, 3 carrots, 1/2 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, and beans. I have many beans, hundreds of beans here, but actually a better way to describe this is I have 2 cups of beans. Last night, I soaked the beans. See that? They're in water. I soaked the beans. To soak something means you put it in water. I use the word soak also for clothes when I'm washing clothes. You want to soak your laundry first. Yeah, just keep it under the water. You might ask, sometimes I put meat in liquid. Is that what we call soaking? Do I soak my chicken? No, that's a different word. You want to marinate your chicken. That means to put it in a liquid to soak up flavor. Soak means absorb. Soak means absorb. You want to soak your beans so they will cook properly. This is a strainer, or another word is colander. Now I'm going to strain my beans. I am removing the water and keeping the beans. Removing the water and keeping the beans. I strained the beans. You know what? One more step. I want to clean the beans. What is it? Do I say that? No. Do I wash the beans? No, I don't say. I rinse. Rinse. By the way, I use the word rinse too when I'm rinsing my dishes. Rinse the dishes. Rinse the dishes, yeah. Same word, okay? So some of the tools that you will use, like the strainer or the colander, are also the name of the verb, the action. So this is a peeler. Technically a potato peeler, but you can call it a peeler. And what will I do? I will peel the carrots. Peel. Maybe you have seen a recipe before, and you notice that the way that the English is phrased, it's like a command. They start with verbs. First, soak your beans. Second, strain your beans, or rather, rinse your beans too. It starts with a verb. It doesn't say you wash or you cut. They use the imperative form. So in a recipe, you just start with a verb. First, soak your beans overnight. Next, strain your beans. Then, rinse your beans off. Next, peel your carrots. What is this called? Carrot peels. Now it becomes a noun. This is a peeler. I'm peeling carrots. This is a carrot peel. 1 stalk of celery, 2 stalks of celery, 3 stalks of celery. Rinse off the celery. This is my cutting board. It's a noun, cutting board. It's my knife. Knife. The K in the word knife is silent, so it's just knife, you know. What is this action? Well, yeah, I'm cutting the celery, yes, but usually I use a different word. I'm going to chop the celery. Chop, 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 chop. I will throw away this part. I will put the celery in this container and save the celery for later. I will save the celery for later. Chop, 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 chop. 1 carrot, 2 carrot, 3 carrots. I peeled the carrots. There are 3 peeled carrots. What should I do? Same word? Yes, that's right. I will chop the carrots. I will chop up the carrots. You might notice sometimes Americans will say chop up or rinse off, things like that. Those are phrasal verbs. Usually when Americans say up or off, they just mean completely. I will chop up the carrots. I will, cut them completely. Chop, chop, chop. Save them for later. I'm gonna rinse off my cutting board. Rinse off my knife. Well, what do I do with onions? Yeah, you could chop up an onion. Here's another word we use. I will dice the onion. What are dice? Dice are these things. It's in the shape of a square box, right? So I'm going to cut the onion so that it is in the shape of a square box. Now, so you can also dice up other things like tomatoes. It's the same as chopping. So cut it into small pieces, kind of like the size of a square box. This is my Instant Pot. Okay, it's a type of pressure cooker. Everybody say pressure cooker. Pressure cooker means that it uses air pressure and it cooks it really fast. What do you say? Bump, 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 bump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pressure cooker in the first syllable. I usually stress the first word more because it's like a set phrase in my American brain, like hot dog, blue jeans, ice cream, pressure cooker. Put my diced onions in the pressure cooker. How do I prepare garlic? 1 garlic, 2 garlic, 3 garlics, 4 garlics? No. Remember, cloves of garlic. Garlic is non-countable. English is crazy, you guys. 1 clove of garlic, 2 cloves of garlic. The name of the outside part you don't want, it's called maybe skin, or another word, husk. Husk is the word we use for like hard outside parts for seeds and things. Just, remove the husk. Removing the husk from the clove of garlic. 4 cloves of garlic. All right. Chop up the garlic? Yeah, you can chop up the garlic. Yeah, can I dice the garlic? Yeah, I can dice the garlic. Oftentimes, we use the word mince garlic. It means to cut into very, very small pieces. Now we're ready to put the minced garlic or the diced garlic into the Instant Pot or my pressure cooker. Put it in. This is called a plug. All right? You take the plug and plug it in. It's a verb. It's also a noun, right? This is the plug. I will plug in the Instant Pot. Plug. I will spray some oil, olive oil or avocado oil or something like that. A little bit of oil. Spray some oil in there. Okay, now I will saute the onions and garlic. What does saute mean? Well, it's another word for cooking. Now I'm going to stir the onions and garlic. What I'm trying to do is to caramelize the onions. The onions will turn into a translucent color. Translucent means it's not transparent like a window. It's not opaque like a wall. It's kind of in the middle. It kind of looks like a little bit of light can come through, right? So I will caramelize the onions so that they are translucent. Stir, stir. I will saute these for about 5 minutes. Okay, while we are waiting for the onions and the garlic to saute, I'll tell you about a couple of other words. I am a vegetarian. That means I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken or pork or beef, no cows or anything like that, no birds. Some vegetarians will eat eggs and cheese, but this meal is a vegan meal, meaning there's no meat, there's no eggs, there's no cheese, and no honey. Honey is also something that vegans do not eat. I'm vegetarian, so this will be a delicious vegan bean soup. Stir, stir. What is this smoke? It's not smoke, it's steam. Steam is coming up from the Instant Pot. Steam is coming up from the Instant Pot. I am sauteing the onions and garlic. This is the vegetable stock. I will pour in the vegetable stock. I am pouring in the vegetable stock. Wait a second. You might hear this word pour. Doesn't that sound like the word for I have no money? P-O-O-R? Yes. It is the same pronunciation. Pour, meaning no money, is an adjective. This action, P-O-U-R, it's pronounced the same way. I am pouring in the vegetable stock. Stir some more. Right. Remember the beans in the strainer? Oh, now I'm going to pour the beans into the Instant Pot. Pour, 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 pour. These are chopped up carrots and chopped up celery. I put them in the Instant Pot on top. This is a lid. You can also call it a cover, but usually containers that have a cover, we call this a lid. Put the lid on the Instant Pot, turn the lid. I will press the button or push the button. 20 minutes. I'm going to pressure cook the beans soup for 20 minutes. All right, the soup is ready now. My wife took the pot out of the pressure cooker and then she put a lid. My wife made some rice. Now, what do you guys think? Do I say 1 rice, 2 rice, 3 rice? No. This is weird. Rice is non-countable. I have much rice, or I have a cup of rice. But beans are countable. 1 bean, 2 bean, 3 bean. Okay, English is crazy. Okay, how do I get the beans out of the pot? I use this. Some people call it a scoop. No, it's a ladle. Scoop is the verb, right? So I use the ladle to scoop the soup. Scoop the soup. All right, so I'm going to use the ladle to scoop. I'm scooping. That's a verb. I'm going to scoop the soup out of the pot and into my bowl. I'm putting the soup in my bowl. Scoop it out of the pot. Scoop it into my bowl. Here's my spoon. Not a scoop. It's a spoon. Oh, delicious bean soup. Basically beans and rice and carrots and delicious garlic and other things. Yum, yum. Thank you for watching this ESL video lesson. I hope you found it useful. Be sure to hit subscribe and the bell icon to get the latest videos from the Learning Institute of Texas. And if you think you might come to the United States to learn English, please consider the Learning Institute of Texas. Our website is below. And thanks again. Bye-bye.